Hello, I'm Patricia. I am here to set a few things straight. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to just say it. Everybody has a twin flame. In fact, your future's so bright you got to wear shades. So, what do I mean with this? I'm going to give you a reason for why is this gaining, strength? Why is there momentum here? Why are things seeming like they're just like there's a few things going on. People are feeling empty. People want more. But I'm going to tell you why. Collectively, we've moved up a notch. That's the shift. But what this means is people can sense that there's more. People want more. People are demanding more. They're demanding better. They're demanding better relationships, better services, and better love. Not just the same old thing that they're used to, not the games, the manipulations, the dating BS that happens. They want something that lasts. They want something with some commitment, permanence. The only way you get that is right down to every molecule in your body. And that is why my modality, Twin Flame Body, is here to help you to get to the level physically, emotionally, spiritually, metaphysically that you're here for. There is a new blueprint. It's a new blueprint. It's not the original Adam Kadmon blueprint that people say out there. That's a little hint in the right direction. But no, let's put it this way. If they were saying everybody would know how to hack into it. And we're done with the hacking and the tricking and the deception and all of the survival stuff. You need to be done with it. Another thing, how many of you say to yourself, I got to get out of here. I got to get out. I mean, I've just had it up to here. And this is gaining momentum in other countries too. I know this because, and I'm going to just say this, I am very open to doing a collaboration with people who speak another language so that we can help people get where they need to go. The Purge has been on actually for the past 10 years, if anyone hasn't noticed. It's just hitting the accelerator now. And you have to get yourself up and running for the Lionsgate. So some of the things that are old, if you've been watching videos for a while and you'll notice certain trends, it's like now there's another gateway. Now people can be together. And if you sit there with bated breath waiting for it to drop in your lap, it doesn't happen that way. I know it because years ago, probably, 15 years ago, I set my clock alarm. I got up in the middle of the night with some kind of eclipse portal thingy that was supposed to guarantee something. I expected to get raptured. Do you know what happened? Nothing. You know why? It doesn't happen that way. It happens as you prepare yourself. So not only does this journey make you into a better person, it makes the other half of you into a better person. Like a couple of racehorses. This is how I describe it to people. Because they'll say, well, why do I feel like I'm over here and they feel like they're there? Yeah, but they can catch up. They especially catch up when I help you get into quantum time. What's quantum time? Those are those quantum leaps. Those are those times that seem to catapult you. Those are the times when it seems like your soul takes over. And how do you surrender into this? Well, you get busy, you do what you can, and then you do this, and you get magical, and you allow the other part of you to take over. Because you're still you. Whether you're talking about your soul or you're talking about these relatively smaller human bodies, which still will decay, still get inflammations, they still will. Okay? They are built of the stuff of the earth, but you are also made of cosmic stardust stuff. And people have all kinds of questions and they go on a quest and they research. I'm going to tell you another thing. Narcissism is dead. By the time it starts getting out in the general public and people are talking about it and throwing it around like, guess what? It's already dead. It's going through the death throes. Time to learn what is new, because unless you learn how your brand new twin flame body can help you create better relationships with people that you thought were toxic, because you're not getting off the planet anytime soon. Maybe you don't want to go out like that either. Maybe you want that to be new. That's also what I'm here to teach. People don't want to hear this. They don't want to be teachable. They don't want to be learnable. But some people do. And I make it my point to learn something every day. In fact, that's the only way that I learned this, was pretending to be like a 5-year-old and to be just teachable. Learn. What are my takeaways? So some of the things that I've healed from have, yes, been toxic relationships with my family, with colleagues, with alcohol. That was a big one. Sometimes with my body, where certain foods just hurt. And that still happens to people. And I know what the answers are. I know how to do it. I know how to get you up and running, and I know how to guide you through it. That kind of rhymed. So what do you need to know about this? There's a twin flame for everyone. And this is a little bit at odds with some things that I would say early on, which was that until some of this started disentangling and becoming clearer and clearer, you might have thought some people are a divine counterpart, or somebody platonic, or somebody who was a false twin. And even those terms, I grew to sort of dislike, because what I understood was, at some level up here, we're all friends with each other, and we have to be friendly. And yet it's starting right here at this physical level. And the reason is we have to be able to get along and have even your basic molecules in harmony. You did not ascend to be dropped. You did not ascend so that you could just stay there. You're ascending for a reason, and you're here almost by an invitation of your soul to be here and to do this. Now, the doing this is a matter of choosing, because your soul knows how much fear you're carrying. And if you're afraid to move forward, that is understood by your soul. Your soul's going to be like, okay, we'll wait till the next portal and, still keep scraping some stuff out, and let's see if you're ready to move forward at that time. Because it does happen eventually. Eventually, things do feel different to people. They will feel better, more constructive, more productive, and you sometimes are left with the sense that, why did I ever hesitate to begin with? Yes, but if you go back into that point, you'll say, I think there was a reason I hesitated. Now, I know that there's people out there that are teaching about, like, maybe not everyone is a twin flame, but I'm gonna say that's not quite accurate. In fact, it's not accurate at all, because your soul is your soul. There is a template that connects you to. This is why people break up with people that your soul doesn't want you to be with. That template can't keep that person glued to you, or you to them. It'll keep seeming like you keep drifting further apart no matter what you do. Even if you're married, and this is very upsetting for people who are currently in a relationship. You're currently married and you're saying to yourself, I don't see any real reason why to get out of this, but I don't understand why we can't connect. Your soul doesn't want you to. Your soul doesn't want you connected to that person. What happens when that happens? You begin purging, you begin detaching. And many times this can leave a person very disillusioned and discouraged. You can become discouraged at the process, but the bottom line is it's already in you. There is a wisdom. And so, like, the things that people say out there, like somehow God's an idiot and God, just somehow made a mistake because people down here are much more willful than God is capable of helping them overcome. I mean, it's just a crock. It's not accurate whatsoever. It's not right. it doesn't even feel right to most people. Some people can psych themselves, and some people can just, play that little mind game with themselves, but your soul still knows the truth, that you came here for real love. In fact, I challenge people, I say, go into your childhood and really feel, did you ever have a sense that you were here to be with someone? Just that simple, be with someone. Just 3 words. The majority of people say, yes, I did. Okay, so how do you get from that point to studying about all of the psychology stuff and all of the things about, this, that, and the other thing, except what you're really here for? So, and this goes beyond just trying to get along and have a meeting of the minds with someone that you're stuck with or stuck on, or they're stuck on you, and finding ways to get along yet again. That's just not going to cut it for most people. It's not going to cut it next year. So 2020 is a transitional year for helping you develop your wings to be able to lift up, fly away from this stuff. And I mean quite literally. So if you've wondered why you have issues with your kidneys, that's the start of it. If you've wondered why you have issues with your gut, that's the start of it. If you've wondered why you have throat issues, that's part of it too. And I know what those are. I know how these things need to get going, lift you up out of those levels. That's what I know about. That's what I teach. That is actually the new way. Now, let's talk about a couple of other things. One being that, a lot of people will, grab onto these 2 words and try to make something of it. Like, twin flames, for $9.95, you get a pot holder. No, I'm going to be straight up with you. It took me years of prototyping the modality that I now teach to people and have it be easy. It took tweaks. It took several cycles. It took fasting. It took a lot of things for me to forego of my earthly life, to the point where my family was like saying to me, what's going on with you? What? You're doing this or that? I couldn't even explain it, because it would have taken literally a book, which I wound up writing 6 books about this, to talk to them about it. But I found the way to talk about it and shift the relationships with them so that there was some understanding and there was some inner knowing with them, and that they didn't bug me or nag me about it or worry for me. Do you have people in your life that are worried for you? Are you young and you have people saying to you, you should get married, you should have babies? Do you feel like you should have babies? Are you a young man and saying to yourself, well, I want to have a family, I want to settle down, or even you don't want to have a family? I want to be footloose and fancy free, and I want to join, one of these cultish spiritual communities where everyone can just exchange energies and like anything goes. Well, the 1960s are over, even though people would like to pretend that, the hippie times are still here. This is time for real change. And if you do that, you're still going to find that you're still going to have to clear out all of those people's energies, because it's quite simple. They're not the one. And if you dilly-dally in it, that too shows up. And I'm just being straight up. I mean, I don't, in a way, if people do this with their own time, that's fine. But I have a calling to get people to where they need to be. So this is what I talk about. And there are sections of you that do need to upgrade. It's not just one thing. It's definitely not the mind. So while people roll around and try and find things, I would say, if this is new to you, start here. Bypass all of the other stuff, because a lot of the other stuff has been being repeated since about like 2012, 2011, the 1800s, the Renaissance, ancient Egypt, and on and on and on back, all the way to some people's origins in the Pleiades, and even further back from that. Most people can't really remember their origins, and they're, because something went wrong there, and they're in a form of anesthesia while they get everything healed. So, how do you do this? Quite simple. Through the brand new body template, your twin flame body, which I do teach about. You can start with a chat to find out what it is, where you're at. When you talk, this is how it works for me. Okay, I don't need your birthdays. I don't need your photos. I do like to see people because I am a one-on-one people person. When you talk, this area here, this is where your throat chakra has connections. Your high heart opens up and I see things spatially. Then we can get things, sifted through. We can discuss it. And as you do this, things start changing. It's a gift that I have. And this is not my only gift. Questions of past lives. I let you know about past lives, health issues, medical intuitive types of things. I am a medical intuitive. Relationships. And you can't make this just, like, oh, it's your twin flame, you're going to throw it away and, it's not working for you. There may be a person that doesn't work for you. You have to work for you. You have to make this about you, and the more you make it about you and the part of you that's connected within you, which is from soul level, the better off you're going to be. So thanks so much for listening. Check out the links below. Check out my website. It's brand new. There is new information on there that will answer things for you. And I'm just going to say here that you came here for a reason. You felt something. You believed something. Something in you went bing. And it's somehow you're looking for the right place. You found it. Thank you. Have a good day.